Guys, in the kitchen today, I've got my mate Kylie, and we've got one hell of a dish for you. Vegemite pies. As Australian as Vegemite, I guess. I'm so excited, Kylie. This sounds absolutely brilliant because I love oxtail.
Yep.
I love Vegemite and I love cheese, and as you can see, I love pies. So let's do this. What are we going to do?
Yeah, well, first we're going to do the filling of the pie, which is going to be a simple braise of oxtail. Then we'll make the pastry, and then we can assemble it nice and easy.
For me, this is really exciting. This is my sort of food.
What's not to love?
All right, so what do we do first?
Pan on. First thing we're going to do is brown off the meat. Get a little bit of colour on it.
Yep. I think it's a delicious cut of meat.
Yep.
It's not the most common cut of meat.
No.
But it's worth seeking out. The results are amazing because you look at all the fat and the connective tissue through there. When cooked down slowly, it's going to be absolutely delicious.
Yeah.
So much gelatin in it.
That's right.
So,
it's a slow cooked meat. So there's a little bit of love that needs to go into it. The flavour and the juiciness of the meat is just delicious.
It's sort of second to none, isn't it, for that flavour?
Exactly.
Gelatinous stuff. So
exactly.
Love it. So you're just going to brown this off?
Yeah, so just pop them straight in.
And if you couldn't find oxtail, something like chuck steak or
chuck steak.
bucco.
Yeah, exactly. Any of those sort of long braising meats
Yeah.
are really good. Yep. So while that's browning, I'll just chop up the onions and the garlic.
Good one. I'm so excited at this dish. I mean, when I saw this as what you're cooking, I got really, really excited. This is the kind of cool food that you don't see every day, but it makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah.
I make a Vegemite beer and tomato sauce, also bucco, but I call it my Aussie bucco.
For me, like going to school as a little girl, I'd always have a Vegemite sandwich. So I suppose this is a bit more of an adult way to have it now.
I still quite regularly eat Vegemite on toast. I'm a real Vegemite lover. Now, Kylie, I've got a little bit of history for you here. Vegemite was actually invented by Cyril Percy Callister.
Okay.
In Melbourne. So
in Melbourne. Oh, nice.
1922, and I believe, through my hard researching, it's actually like a leftover from making beer. So they used the brewer's yeast.
That's cool. No leftovers.
No, yeah, exactly.
We're just going to add all these onions and garlics in.
Nice dish, this one.
Yeah. We're just going to pop a little bit of salt in there as well, just to give it a bit of seasoning, and that'll sort of help break down the onion and garlic a bit too.
Beautiful.
Beauty. So we'll get a little bit more colour and cook on those, and then we'll just pop the stock over the top and leave it to sit.
Love it. Right, Kylie, so the meat's cooked down nicely, the onions are sweated down.
Beautiful.
It smells so good already. I want to eat it now.
What we're going to do is add in a little bit of stock, cover it up and leave it to cook for about 2 hours.
Okay,
it'll be lovely and tender.
So this would be something I'd do in the oven, just put it in the oven and just leave it till it was like falling apart? Is that what you're,
exactly, falling off the bone, falling apart. You don't want it to be tough at all. You'll see the difference from the meat when it's holding onto the bone like this until when it's falling off
and
too.
just sort of start flaking almost.
Exactly, yeah.
Great, so bring it to the boil, simmer it for 2 hours till it's ready.
That's exactly right.
Should we make some pastry?
Yes, let's do it.
Awesome.
So, Vegemite pastry, this is pretty easy as well. 300 grams of flour, 75 grams of cheese. We're going to put another 75 grams of butter in there as well. You don't have to cube the butter or anything. By the time you turn the machine on, it'll work its way in.
So good.
So that goes in. Thank you.
Vegemite.
And we've got 40 grams. And then just the lid on. And we're just going to blitz it until it resembles fine breadcrumbs. So that's the texture we're looking for. Yeah. It's that fine,
sandy sort of.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Breadcrumb. So what we're going to do is add a little bit of water, just slowly until it starts to come away from the sides. So all we're going to do is turn it out onto the bench and leave it to rest.
Love it.
The smell is great.
It smells like Vegemite.
I know.
It smells like home to me.
It's delicious.
It smells like my childhood. Vegemite toast. You just want to come together so it's smooth?
Yeah.
Look at that.
There we go. So we'll just film it up, pop it in the fridge for minimum, I'd say half an hour. You can make it the day before if you want to, or a day or two beforehand.
That's just to let it rest and let the...
Exactly. The gluten sort of...
develop.
Exactly.
So good.
Yeah, we'll pop that in the fridge.
All right, Kylie, so the meat's ready. So you've picked it off the bone.
That's it, So we put a little bit of that leftover sort of liquid from the pot into it, just so it stays a little bit juicy, but you don't want all of it so it's not too liquid.
Cool.
Exactly.
And the pastry's ready?
That's it.
Nice,
it's
firmed up.
Yep, it's nice and firm. And what we're gonna do is start rolling this out and assembling.
Let's do it. This is the good bit.
So we'll chop a little bit off.
Yep.
And we'll just rolling.
You don't even need flour to roll this out. I like that.
No, well, because it's quite cold still.
Yeah. This is great.
You got me working now. So rolling it out nice and thin.
Yep.
If you've got a pasta machine at home, that's a little bit of a cheat. You can actually
put it through a machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. And you get nice even thickness the whole
You
way.
do, yeah.
And you can get the kids to do it.
Exactly. Or you can get them doing this as well.
Yeah.
Looking for literally a few millimetres.
Yep.
Because we're going to be folding it.
And could you stuff these pies ahead of time?
Yeah, definitely.
And then just cook them to.
Yep.
So say to footy finals or the races or a dinner party.
Yep. If you've got friends coming
Make
over.
them.
Yep.
Just have your oil ready to go. Turn the oil on.
That's
fry
exactly
them quickly.
right.
Make them go ahead.
Yep.
Love it.
Yeah, just have them sitting in the fridge, and then when you're ready to go with them, you just pop them in the oil and
Perfect.
they're ready.
That's so good.
So all these trimming bits you can save and roll out again.
Beautiful.
So we probably actually will only get 2 out of these ones.
Cool.
Started off, but these will be nice and big.
Beautiful. That sounds good to me.
So a generous amount, you can go slightly less.
I'll copy you.
Just in there. What we're going to do is just brush the edges.
Yep.
Just with a bit of
egg wash
just to make it stick a little bit easier.
Love it.
So when we're folding this, what you're looking for is to try and, well, get rid of any air pockets. So you're trying to squash around the filling.
Yeah.
Because when you're frying, if there's any air pockets, they tend to explode the meat outside.
Looking forward to this. You teach me how to do it. So triangles.
Oh, well, I don't know if this is a particular fold, but I just made this up when I was
learn.
doing this.
I love it.
So just did a triangle.
Yep.
You squash it down.
Yeah, I'm trying to get all that air out.
That's it, yeah. It is almost like a tortellini fold.
Oh, I've got a bit of air in there, but I'll just press it out.
And then I'm just folding in the 2 bottom corners, but then that top's going to fold down, so it's almost like a little...
Covers it over.
Yeah. And it's sort of a cheat. If you're having any holes in your pastry, you can sort of fold the pastry to cover any of those.
I don't know if I want to show you mine.
Look, it's lovely. It's going to taste delicious.
Yeah, this will be my one. We won't show. This one won't make the hero shot.
So from that, you can just have them all sitting ready to go.
Yep.
You can make them smaller or bigger, whatever size you want.
Yep.
And then we fry them until they're nice and golden and crispy.
Love it.
Easy.
Right, so Kylie, we're frying the pies.
That's it, yep.
So they're taking a couple of minutes.
Yeah, just about 2 to 3 minutes.
So they're nice and dark.
Yeah.
What I love is you can actually start smelling the Vegemite now. I can smell the Vegemite in the pastry.
Yeah.
It's going to be very exciting. I'm looking forward to trying these.
Yeah, they're going to be, well, they're looking for it to be nice and dark. It's nice and crispy, unreal. So they're ready to go.
Nice.
And put a little bit of salt just to finish on the top as well.
Beautiful. I want to see these plated up so then I can eat them. This is the last step before I can smash one of these.
We'll just pop them all on together.
Yeah, nice.
It's a big feast for everybody.
All right, Kylie, I've got to try one of these. I've been waiting far too long. Oh, man.
Tasty?
Oh, that Vegemite pastry's off the hook. Wowee. That is amazing, guys. Kylie, thank you so much.
Pleasure.
You've blown my mind again. Vegemite pies. I reckon Cyril will be very proud of these ones. They're absolutely delicious.
Pretty tasty.
Yeah. Just need a beer.